Let's fucking go. And like we said, split is a split. And the Padres, in one of the more remarkable games you're ever going to watch, are heading home with home field. Screw 111 wins. Screw the regular season series. Screw everything. Beat them 2 more times, and you go to the NLCS. John and Jim with you. Get in here right now. Tell your friends. Get in here right now. We have you covered for as long as we need to go. Padres win 5-3 in just a brilliant baseball game. Everyone is going to die sooner because they watched it. Subscribe if you're a Padres fan. Smash the like button for us. Follow us on Twitter at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. Thank you for the memberships. Click the join button. You get the emojis and the badges. It is a great way to support this channel. Thank you for the supers. On a night like tonight, we really appreciate the supers. Great way to support this channel. We get to all of the super chats as well. Click the $sign in the chat box down below. Jim, I don't even know what happened. I mean, here's how I summarize it. Seriously, Robert Suarez. Like, I'll take the whole game and I'll put it in 2 words. Robert effing Suarez. And I think it starts there. There's a zillion directions to go from there. But without Robert Suarez, you're coming home and you're trailing 2 games to none.
Yeah, first off, shout out to everybody at Fairplay. Esteban, Nick, Rich, John D. Like, dude, Ben, everybody at Fairplay, it was fucking wild, dude. I literally just walked in my door. The bar was crazy. I just, like, you're right. That game, and I thought from the beginning, Manny hits a home run, Freeman hits a home run, you're like, oh, yeah, this game's going to be fucking crazy. Like, there's no chance this game is like a 4-1 game that's like whatever, or like a 5-1 game. Like, this was a back and forth, like punches were back and forth.
It's like a bloodbath.
Literally, it was one of those games that will go down in Padres franchise history as one of the best playoff wins they've ever had.
No doubt.
Just because of the situation, who they're going up against. Everything. And tonight, you know, I do think you start with Robert Suarez.
It's crazy to say, but I think so too.
Suarez and
saving Bob Melvin in the
saved
6th
Bob
inning,
Melvin's
saving
ass.
Trent Grisham in the 7th inning. He saved 2 central figures of the Padres season: their manager and their much maligned center fielder, who's turned it on over the last 5 games. I mean, he changed the whole story of tonight single-handedly.
And the best part is you have an off day tomorrow, so he'll be available Friday.
And absolutely.
Going back to I'm so fucking confused. It was the 6th inning, correct?
6th inning was the 1st and 3rd, nobody out. Melvin was at least a batter late. Darvish shouldn't even have pitched in the inning because you might need to throw him on short rest in game 5. But no, Darvish should not have pitched in the inning.
First batter, rocket up the middle. Cronenworth mishandles it. Okay.
Correct.
At that moment, he's gone. He's already
Muncy already has homered and flied out to deep center in 2 plate appearances.
Right. And I don't care about look, the strikeout in the beginning of the game was bullshit. That was a fucking strike.
Oh, that was unbelievable.
But Muncy has had good contact off of Darvish the entire game. I'm yanking him there. And I think we said it. Everybody said it. Batter too late. And that's kind of Bob Melvin's MO, unfortunately.
His MO, man.
But you have to give also credit to Bob Melvin for going to Robert Suarez there.
Because that was the save spot.
That's the save spot. And we all I was talking to everybody at the bar, at the table. And it's like, you can't go to anybody else there other than Robert Suarez. That's the only move. You're not putting Josh Hader there in the 6th. You're putting your second best guy to save the game there. And Robert Suarez absolutely did it. He is this was the Robert Suarez game, along with the Goose and along with Manny and along with whatever, like Jake Cronenworth. Like, this game boiled down to Robert Suarez saving their season.
No doubt. Okay, here's the thing. Let's get started. Let's run through some supers. We're going to cover it all, from Suarez to Darvish to Melvin to the plate umpire to the Goose to Hader
to the fucking goose.
I mean, the goose. I mean, come on. And you figured the goose was what was going to change everything. And then right after the goose was on the field, there's a rip single to right. I'm like,
but
here we go.
Here's the thing. I thought of it as a good omen. Did you see AJ?
Yeah, Goose Gossage stuff. Yeah, that was great. First
last
4-out
time
save in Padres history in the postseason was from Goose Gossage, right?
The last 4-out save, and you have Josh Hader in there for a 4-out save. I thought it was actually a good omen, and now
now it is. Now that we know how it ends,
now the goose is like a cult hero. There better be goose T-shirts now.
Yes,
like Breaking Tea better make Padres goose T-shirts.
We're making them right now.
We need to make goose T-shirts, guys. Goose T-shirts. We need goose
Friday.
T-shirts.
Bring them.
Friday.
Bring them to where are we going to be Friday?
We're gonna be at the Blind Burrow across from Bubs.
Okay, let me get started here. Let's get started.
It's fucking crazy.
Let's just start. Alan, thank you for the super. What a game. We love you, Suarez. Okay, yes. Otherwise, we're talking about Bob Melvin being overmatched and outmanaged by Dave Roberts for a second straight night and the series being on ice. So, yes, I agree with you, Alan. Thank you for the super. Nick, thank you. He says, Suarez from game 1 of the season to this. Amazing. The blown save in the desert. Remember that night?
Saving their season? He saved their season tonight. Like, is that something that
absolutely.
we could say he saved their season?
Yeah, definitely. The series is over if you lose tonight.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. E-Racing with Dale. Thank you so much. We saw Dale, didn't we? Did we see Dale last Friday? We did, right?
We did on weight room.
We saw him in weight room.
Yes.
Dale, thank you for your support. Thank you for this very generous super. Thank you for your membership. He says, LFGSD, F the Dodgers. Listen, the Dodgers are going to deal with adversity for the first time since June. Because all those accomplishments and all those wins that they piled on and all those games that were meaningless in the second half of the year because they won the division walking to the finish line, well, that doesn't matter anymore. And now they're pitching Tony Gonsolin, who's done nothing because he's been hurt. He's not built up. They're pitching Tony Gonsolin against Blake Snell, who's been a very good second half pitcher. So that's where their season is. Not to say that they're done. They're far from it. I mean, look at this lineup. They will make you work for all of it if you beat them 2 more times. But they're even with you. They don't have the 23-game advantage in the division anymore. They're even with you. In fact, they've lost home field for whatever it's worth.
Best 2 or 3. We're at a best 2 or 3, and you have home field advantage. And the best part is, too, also, you have now guaranteed Joe Musgrove will pitch in the series.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's pitching in it. I promise you that.
He's pitching in Game 4,
be pitching in the
Saturday
series.
Night, baby.
Yeah, I don't think they'll put him off till Sunday. Alex, thank you for the super. He says, let's get effed up San Diego bullpen lights out. 9 1/3 scoreless innings in the series. 9 1/3 scoreless innings. How many hits have they allowed? 3 in 9 innings?
2 or 3.
Yeah, it hasn't been a lot.
Yeah,
thank you.
The bullpen has been incredible. Thank you, Alex. Appreciate it.
Thanks for the supers. As you make your way in, subscribe. You have to if you're a Padres fan. That's the one rule. Smash the like button for us. Follow us on Twitter at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. Thank you for the memberships. Great way to support this channel. Click join. Thank you for the supers. Great way to support this channel. Click the $ in the chat box. We get to all the supers. Alex, thank you. Vector, thank you. We met Vector recently. I know that. We've met everyone in some form or fashion. Just checking in to see if you're alive, LFGSD. I mean, we weren't kidding when we were tweeting during the game. I'm like, Jim, how are we going to survive 9 innings of this? After the 7th inning, when Suarez got out of it, I'm like, what are they going to do in the 8th?
And then the 9th.
It was like 1-2-3.
You're like, oh
and
my
God. And by the way, he was
0-2.
Yeah. He was 0-2 on Freeman, who then ropes the ball off the right field wall. And I'm thinking to myself, does Soto have a play on that ball? Did Soto just kind of – did you think that?
I didn't think he had a play. It's hard to – I mean, as at the bar, and it's just hard to really tell and see.
I thought he had a play on that ball.
I don't think he did. I think he got there too late.
He's not a great defensive player. I mean,
not the best.
Going back on balls, he's terrible. Coming in on balls, he's better. Going back on balls, he is awful.
Yeah, it's not
just awful.
Play him as deep as possible next time.
Exactly. Dale, thank you again. He says there'll be a game 4, which is now guaranteed. It could be clinch day in San Diego.
1 game at a time, though.
I know. Well, listen, the series is going to be 2-1 someone. So game 4 is epically important. I'll tell you that right now. As is game 3. Thank you again, Dale.
I'm not over exaggerating. I tweeted it. Petco Park on Friday night will be the most insane atmosphere in the history of that ballpark.
What about the Vetter Cup?
That's true. You're right.
Jared, thank you for your membership and your support and being a mod. And for this generous super, he says, let's take a minute to appreciate how great the Padres bullpen is. And we haven't used Garcia yet either. OMFG, LFGSD, Suarez is the greatest of all time. I thought Garcia might start the 8th inning. It worked out with Nick Martinez, who retired 2 of 3 he faced. But with the day off, like you said, Hader, bring him back. Suarez, bring him back. Bring everyone back in the bullpen. Everyone's available. Friday night.
And here's the thing too. If you criticize Bob Melvin for the moves he didn't make, you have to praise him for the moves he did make. And I thought the move of bringing in Hader there for the 4-out save in the 8th inning was the right move. Not trying to.
What else? What other choice did you have? You cannot leave Nick Martinez in there with the tying run.
Even with the, like trying to get through the 8th inning to get Josh Hader a clean 9th, like that move by Melvin saying, fuck it, we're going to our closer here.
Yeah.
That was a great move by Melvin. So yeah, when he makes a move we don't like, we're going to criticize it. But when he makes a move that's good and we're going to praise it. And I thought that move, bringing in Hader there to shut that shit down, was the right move.
But I will say this, I'll poo-poo that a little bit. If he didn't bring Hader in there, I'd be like, that's nonsensical. I mean,
no shit.
You had to. It was the only move to make. And Hader, by the way, his first 4-out save in 26 months. He does not do it.
But still, we've seen Bob Melvin. Like he's slow on the trigger.
I know. Well, that's not exactly good when it's that obvious, when it smacks you in the face.
I know it does, but still, he didn't waste any time. This was not a waste. Like he didn't send Niebla out there to go talk to him. Like Hader was ready.
Yeah, it was a beeline.
That was the thing. He was ready to go, and the second a guy got on, boom, he's out.
Matthew, thank you for your membership and the super. He says, I've seen a lot of baseball, and this game was hectic. It was really epic. It felt like screw everything and just swing on both sides. Way to go. See you at games 3 and 4. Join us. What's the name of the place? Blind Burrow?
We're at the Blind Burrow across the street from Petco Park, downtown, Friday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m.
7 hours.
7 fucking hours we'll be there.
Yeah.
We'll be outside broadcasting. It's going to be insane. Fuck. And then I'm going to go over to Petco for game 3.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will. So thank you again, Matt. I mean, it was just an unbelievable game, and if you love baseball like we all do, and if you're a Padres fan like everyone in here is, I'm sure there's some Dodger fans in here as well. You don't watch a lot of postseason baseball if you're a Padres fan. And to get a game like this, I don't care if you're a Padres fan or a Dodgers fan, even in Dodgers postseason history, that was one of those really good back and forth compelling games. I mean, it was just a damn good baseball game.
It was, obviously, we cover the Padres, and all Padres fans think this is the best, the most the greatest game ever. This was a really good playoff game. You had the stars. The stars showed up. You had a great pitching matchup. You had great bullpen, good defense. And I know there was obviously bad defense, but still, there was great defense in this game.
Oh, Manny, yeah.
This game had a goose. It had a random thing that people are going to now literally use forever. This game had everything when you think about it.
I was just praying that goose did not get hit, though. You know me, as a vegan.
You would have freaked out, though.
I would have freaked out. Retod, thank you for your generous super. He says, woo. You like how I said that?
Yeah, I was all right.
He says he had to change his pants twice. Why? I'm kidding. Thank you, Retod. Jake, who's going to be here, by the way, right? Yeah. Jake is going to be in San Diego, our loyal viewer and contributor. Jake, who's in the Phoenix area, making his way for game 3, right, Jim? I know he DM'd us earlier. It's been a crazy night. So Jake's going to be here. He says an absolute back and forth slugfest. LFGSD, Suarez, fire. Jake, Friday night, man. And I love that we get the day of hype. I love we have the Thursday off day. I need a day to collect myself, and I don't play.
Well, that's the thing. This team in this city is going to be riding on a high going into game 3. If you go to game 3 down 0-2, everyone's like, let's go. But I feel like the atmosphere would feel a little different at Petco Park. But now having this split coming to Petco, and there is legitimate, we can fucking do this, Yeah,
this isn't like, hey, we gotta. This isn't puncher's chance stuff. This is not puncher's chance.
Not anymore.
This is way beyond puncher's chance.
Not anymore. That win tonight, and we've talked about it all day. That win changes everything. They still could lose the series, but getting out of LA with the split was a must. This was their game 7. They had to do it. And now Petco Park on Friday night, first playoff game since 06. I mean, against the fucking Dodgers, dude.
You think they'll sell it? You think the game will be sold out, or?
I'm gonna give you a hot take right now. You ready for this? Everyone listening, everyone watching, you ready for this hot take, John?
Yeah.
Ready? I think they're gonna sell out the game.
Yeah, I think they could. If the weather's good, I think they could.
Yeah, I think so too.
Alex, thank you for the super. Alex, longtime viewer as well. I have these like Legos in my hand.
What are you doing?
Alex is glued to the TV after one win. We still need 2 more. I know it's amazing what it takes to win a game in the playoffs against a good team. They're all good teams. But this team is really good. And the Dodgers are very good. You know, I didn't think, by the way, Kershaw was fortunate to get through 5 with 3 runs. Padres should have piled on in this game. How many opportunities did they have, Jim?
Oh my God, dude! They were
men in scoring position all night long. Gratterall makes like he thinks he's Derek Jeter, making this stupid flip throw to home.
They were hitting fucking rockets off Kershaw all game.
He finally settled in a little bit, but yeah, I mean, Dave Roberts is smart. I mean, after 5 innings, he's like, "See ya sometime soon."
Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Manny was locked in tonight. This was like we talk about Suarez being the hero tonight, dude. This was a big game from Manny Machado. Huge game. He played exceptional defense. He had the big home run. Another RB. Like, dude, tonight, Manny Machado, if you look at all of his playoff games, and I don't have him in front of me, but I would put this up towards the top of his,
he was
best playoff performances. This was one of Manny's best playoff performances he's ever had.
And can we stop here? I'm gonna say this right now. Can we Padres fans collectively stop with the overanalyzation of every Manny Machado and Juan Soto at bat? In the postseason, he went 1 for 4 with an infield single. He needs to do more. Stop. He's been really good. Just say it. Manny Machado is the reason you're in the postseason. You'd love for him to be great and for them to win the World Series. And if that doesn't happen, you want more out of Manny Machado and Juan Soto. But like, we're gonna complain when they win and Soto goes 1 for 4. That's just not good enough.
Oh,
and Manny Machado it's just stupid. It's just stupid.
Well, here's the thing too, John. Like, we talk about it, and tonight it happened. The stars need to show up. Your star of stars, Manny Machado, was a huge fucking reason why they won tonight. That leadoff home run. But then I'm going to say we need to. But then I'm going to hear people say that Juan Soto needs to be better than 1 for 4 with the same. They won. No, he doesn't. Like, relax. He was 1 for 5. Okay, so what? Who the fuck cares? It's like the overanalyzation of everything Juan Soto related and Manny Machado related. I guess heavy is the head that wears the crown, but like, give it a break. Okay. If they don't win the World Series, we'll be mad at everyone. I understand that. That's the fanaticism of fans. But like, okay, Soto took a 3-1 fastball. What do you want to do? Ship him off to the Cubs? I mean, it's just stupidity. All right, Jared, thank you for your super. What's going on? Said hi, Claire. Hi, Josh.
What's that mean?
A couple fans watching tonight. Just give them shout outs.
What's going on, guys? Jared, thank you. Jared loves the supers, predicting the next game and the starting pitcher. So he says, Snell, 6 innings, 1 run. I was kind of hoping for 6 scoreless, Jared, to be honest, but 6 innings, 1 run, 4 hits, a walk, and 7 strikeouts will be good enough. If we get that. I was
kind of hoping for like a 9-inning, 27 up, 27 down.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, perfect game in the playoffs.
Yeah. Now you have now it's like, okay, and we'll talk about it. It doesn't matter now, game 5, but you have to make sure that Darvish is ready to go game 5 on short rest.
That's why I was surprised he worked into the 6th inning. I'm like, you're going to need him again. Like, you got a lead there. You're thinking about, and you don't need him in the 6th inning. Like, he wasn't good enough today. I mean, he really battled. He allowed 3 home runs. He worked around base runners. It was not his best night, obviously. And it's tough to pitch at Dodger Stadium against that team. Yeah. But he didn't need to start that 6th inning at 95 pitches. He just didn't.
Especially with the first guy that got on, you're like, okay, you're done.
Sully, chill. By the way, Goose tonight,
calm down.
Sully just peed on the floor.
Bro, what's happening?
Come on, man. Evan, thank you. Thank you so much for the super. He says LFGSD. See y'all at Petco Saturday night. What a weekend it's about to be. What a weekend it's about to be.
It really will. This is going to be a special, potentially special weekend here in San Diego. You know, and I love now just for us personally, we get the next 2 days of hype going into game 3. That is all going to be like it's just they have a legitimate chance. They got what they needed out of LA, and you go into Friday and Saturday night with confidence as a Padres fan, and that's what you wanted.
You do. We need to tell you about our title sponsor, Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance. We will do that in a moment. I want to run through a couple of supers. Thank you for your support. Thank you for the memberships. Click join. Thank you for the supers. Click the $ in the chat box. As you know, we get to all the supers. Padres win epically 5-3. There are a lot of angles to cover. We're just getting started tonight on the wrap-up show. John and Jim with you. Please smash the like button for us and also subscribe to this channel. Matt Mooney, thank you. He says, do you still start Snell on Friday or go with Joe? Now it definitively stamps Blake Snell into game 3.
Yep. And now I'm okay with it. You know, if you lost tonight and they still stuck with Snell for game 3, I would not have liked that move. But by winning tonight, everything worked out. And sometimes you got to be lucky and working it out. So now you have Snell game 3, Musgrove guaranteed game 4 at Petco Park. That's you couldn't ask for anything better, honestly, against Gonsolin and Anderson. Like, I'll take that fucking those 2 matchups every day of the week. You're not facing Urias, you're not facing Kershaw at home.
If they go down, I wonder in this, maybe not, but I wonder if the Padres win game 3, do you turn to Urias on 3 days rest? Desperate times call for desperate measures.
That's the thing, though. And Dave Roberts has done that before.
Yep.
I don't know. That's too far ahead.
I know. But I mean, it's
that is interesting, though, that they announced Anderson instead of they announced Gonsolin instead of Anderson.
Well, what they just said is bullpen day, because if Gonsolin's good, he can give you 4 or 5 if he's great. Otherwise, if he's only okay, I mean, they would go to their bullpen probably pretty early, would be my guess. Vince, thank you. Says LFGSD, huge for Cronenworth getting a big home run. Yeah,
Cronenworth's had a great series so far, minus the error. The error was, but
it was a little rangy of a play, but he needs to make it. No hits
2 hits yesterday, a couple hits today. The big home run to see. I mean, it's just great series for Cronenworth after his 0-4 versus the Mets.
We need our 4 or 5 spots to do more damage, and our bullpen continuing to dominate. I mean, the bullpen here is the story. That's why we started this by saying Robert Suarez. But if you continue that out, if you like open the aperture, it's the bullpen in general. It's the bullpen in general that has really just been marvelous. I mean, just spectacular in this series. I mean, this is a team that Padres have had no success against this team this year. So to get this type of contribution from the bullpen collectively.
How many games have they won at Dodger Stadium this year? Like 1?
They came back on Kimbrel that one day, July 4th weekend.
So 2. They've won 2 at Dodger Stadium all year long.
Is that including tonight or not?
No. Before tonight, they've won only twice at Dodger Stadium. The Kimbrel game, and then they blew them out 1 game on a Friday night.
Did they?
Remember that?
Yeah, they did.
That was like the largest defeat that the Dodgers.
Yeah, the 5-run loss. There's only 5-run loss this year.
Dodgers do not lose like this in close games at home. Like, think like with Kershaw.
But that's where. But the thing is, they're not in a lot of close games. So when you put them in a close game, they get tighter because they're not in a lot of close games. Look at their scores. Look at their scheduled results. They beat people by 10 runs, a lot. So when they're in close games, maybe they're a little more susceptible because they're just not in a lot of them.
And here's the thing, so far in this postseason, this Padres bullpen has been exceptional. It really has, man. And you win championships with great pitching. We've talked about this all year long, and they have stepped up to the plate. Robert Suarez tonight, can't say enough about him, how great he was.
Is this a 1-year deal?
It's a 1-year deal.
Jesus.
He just made himself a shit ton of money.
Well, not just now. I mean, his body of work has been great. Dale, thank you. He says, let's go. Light up the supers. Thank you, Dale. We appreciate that. We won. John and Jim deserve it. Great game and a great show. Thank you so much, Dale. Truly do appreciate it. We're going to tell you right now about our title sponsor, Mark Nimitz. We wouldn't do this channel without the support of our partners, including our title sponsor, Mark Nimitz. I want to thank Dale. I also want to thank Curious Creative Not Talented for becoming a member of this channel as well. Just click that join button if you'd like to become a member. Click the $ if you'd like to contribute with a super. Listen, if you have auto home renters or life insurance needs or earthquake insurance needs, you have to contact Mark. He's been with us since literally day one. He's the biggest Padres fan. He's a huge fan, lifelong San Diegan, loves this team, loves this city, would love to do business with you. If you have insurance needs, if you have a renewal coming up, we all do for home or auto, life, whatever it is, earthquake. He can not only help you out, he can also save you $750 or more if you switch your insurance to him. I had a claim in my home. I've got my homeowners and my earthquake through Mark. I had a claim in here. He saved us thousands, and it's a lot of thousands of dollars. We had all new flooring put in. So I need to thank Mark for that. Our family thanks Mark for that. But he's a native San Diegan. He loves this team. If you're looking for someone to support that supports this channel, please start with Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance. There's a link to his website down below. His website's on the screen right now. You can get a quote online. You can find out all the products that he offers. Easy to navigate website. But again, thank you, Mark, for your support of this channel. And please get in contact with him. He'll talk to you about the Padres. He'll talk to you about your insurance needs, and he will save you money.
Yeah, shout out Mark Nimitz. All his information's above my head. mnimitz at farmersagent.com. When you reach out to him, let him know that John and Jim from the Wrap-Up Show sent you.
Thank you again, Mark. Let's try to get caught up here on a few supers. Alex, thank you again. He says, I swear I heard "Let's Go Padres" chants in the 9th inning. You know, I feel like I've heard some of those too through Citi Field and Dodger Stadium at times over the postseason. Like you said, I don't know if it's my ears playing tricks on me or not. I saw some Padres fans tonight. The Cronenworth home run, when you look at the crowd standing up, there were a good amount of Padres fans in the crowd tonight.
Dude, I could at Fairplay literally could not hear the TV because everyone in the bar was chanting "Let's Go Padres." And
how packed was it? How packed was it?
It wasn't as packed as last Friday night, but that's because it's Wednesday night.
Wednesday, yeah, exactly.
But the crowd was very lively. I mean, every pitch, everyone was in it. It just we didn't move, right? Like nobody moved.
And you can't move.
We can't move. It's like I'm sorry, guys. I gotta stay for the whole game. So I sat with Nick, Esteban, and Rich, a couple other people. Manny was there.
Machado?
Dom, no, Valencia. Dom, like it was okay. We're locked in. We're staying, and the crowd was great. It was great. It was, dude. The last two times I've been at Fairplay for the postseason games, Friday night and tonight, fucking electric, dude. I highly recommend you guys to go watch a postseason game at a bar.
Hold on. Did you just make the Fox post game with your tweet? That's what someone said on Twitter. At Sly Pigley, Jim, you just made the Fox post game show a 3-second video of fans celebrating from your Twitter account. That would be, by the way, from Fairplay. You, sir, are big time. Suck it at John Schaefer.
Would anybody have video of this?
Can someone get video of that, please, and share it at Jim Russell SD at John Schaefer? Tag us. We're gonna. Video, I wasn't taping. I wasn't taping post game, and I've been doing this. Scott, thank you for the super. We need to find that. I
need video. That. Anybody have video? Tag me or John or both of us. I need video.
Play it back if you were
FS1.
If you were DVRing FS1 with Big Papi and Dontrell Willis,
if you're watching it, rewind it, and I need to see it.
Yep. Scott, thank you. He says, coming from Utah to go to Friday's game, go Padres. That's awesome, Scott. Safe travels. That is awesome. Can't wait to have you here in San Diego for this huge weekend. Jared, this is hilarious. Where's EB and Lance the Legend at? Dodger trolls that end up here oftentimes randomly, like when the Padres are playing with the Colorado Rockies. Probably pouting somewhere tonight would be my guess.
There's a couple Dodger fans at Fairplay, and give them credit. Like they were, I mean, everything was good. Everything was cordial. Oh, shit.
There are so many comments. What do you got?
Oh, no. The relationship girl just texted me. She's like, I'm watching it. Holy shit. I think she
Oh, did she
saw
see
it on FS1.
Got to get that off to Fairplay. You got to tag Fairplay on Instagram and get that over to them.
Yeah.
Cam, thank you for the generous super. He says, I'm in LA for a family Disney trip, but had to get in. Thank you, Cam. Say hello and say LFGSD. Lots of Padres fans here and cheers everyone. Cam, awesome. Thanks for stopping by. Cam's a loyal viewer, huge Padres fan. Thank you for I mean, tonight's such a big night that no matter what you're doing, you kind of have to stop and enjoy this. I mean, my wife was out tonight and she's like, I was keeping an eye on it. It was so crazy. I wasn't watching it, but she was watching like Gamecast. I mean, everyone was into this tonight. Everyone was into this. 20-piece McNugget, our buddy. Back
What's
in as
up,
a member.
20
Thank you,
piece?
20 piece. That's a lot of pieces of nuggets.
Love it. I love
Shout
a 20
out to the
piece
Nuggets,
nugget.
by the way.
Love
Shout
me
out
some nuggets. I love nuggets.
Thank you for this $5 super. Lucky $5 for a win on Friday. By the way, we are going to cover this game. So if you have something you want to ask related to the game, you can get those supers in as well. I mean, I feel like there's a zillion things to cover, and we will. We are just getting started. Marco, thank you. He says the goose is the new chicken. That's kind of interesting.
Dude, this goose, if this team makes a run, we need goose shirts with Padres hats on it.
I think you almost have to. I mean, I'm wearing this new Parks and Normal smoking drip, whatever, hat with Machado and Tatis. They'll have a goose hat before long. Thank you, Marco, for the super. Really do appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out. Maggie, thank you as well. Maggie says double play and Nola getting Mookie out at second, LFGSD. How huge was – I mean, Nola throws nobody out. The Dodgers were 13 for 13 against the Padres stealing bases this year. And Nola putting the thing where he had to put it there to get an out. He had to put it where he put it. It was still a bang-bang play. But the double play you're talking about, obviously after the Suarez strikeout, he gets the ground ball to second. And I think they said on the broadcast, like, that's a big league double play. It wasn't rocketed. They had to be perfect, and they turned it perfectly to preserve the lead. I mean, a thing of beauty, honestly.
I completely forgot about that. That throw by Nola,
oh man,
was the best throw he has made in his entire life, probably.
Oh yeah,
it had to be because Mookie Betts was running there. This wasn't like you caught Max Muncy,
right?
Or by the way, sorry, it's not like you caught Max Munch or Freddie Freeman here or Will Smith. You caught Mookie Betts, and that throw that Osanola made was a huge moment in the game. Huge, fucking incredible. It was the first base runner. I think he's only thrown out 2 base runners all year while catching Darvish, by the way.
Oh yeah, Darvish isn't quick to the plate.
No,
was that Darvish? Yeah, it was with Darvish.
It was with Darvish.
Yeah, it was with
Darvish.
I think
it was either the first since July or June 5th. It's been forever.
Jesus, that's crazy. Sal, thank you. Says, man, oh man, almost every game against the Dodgers is super stressful. Yeah, they are. So happy we battled and pulled out the win. Go Padres. Thank you, Sal. Oh, they'll be stressful. I'm not promising you easy Friday and Saturday nights at Petco Park. I cannot make that promise. There'll be some adversity. I can promise you that. So thank you, Sal. Thank you, Will. Will, great to have you with us here tonight, as always. He says, huge win. Glad to see everybody contribute in some way. Monkey is off our back, and watch out as momentum is in the favor of our Padres. Dodgers on the ropes, in my opinion. Shout out to Suarez for the game of his life, LFGSD. How about the contributions, Jim? Like, this has been team effort every day. They're scoring runs in all these playoff games. I mean, they really haven't been silenced in any of the 5 games they've played so far, all of them on the road. No surprise. They've been a very good scoring team on the road this year. Can they find a way to score at home on Friday? Is going to be a pretty big theme, actually.
That will be a huge theme. Like, think about this. On the road in the postseason, they've scored 7 runs. They've scored 3 runs. They've scored 6 runs. They've scored 3 runs. They've scored 5 runs.
24 runs in 5 games is 4.8 runs per game in the playoffs. A nice number.
And that's kind of around their average, really, for this year.
They averaged 5 runs per game on the road this year, I think. Maybe I'm up 4.9, something like that.
Here's the problem. They average the lowest amount of runs at home as a team.
In baseball, right?
3, maybe 3.2. It's the biggest discrepancy in all of baseball from a road to home runs. So
1.5.
It's going to be a big talking point for the next couple of days. Can this team score runs at home? Because they haven't been able to do that all year.
We're going to talk about that tomorrow on John and Jim. That's coming up.
You think?
We'll celebrate this, obviously, and we'll react to this, but we'll discuss that as well and look ahead to Game 3 and Blake Snell.
I think someone just back. Hold on. Someone just
put it on the screen if you have it on Twitter.
Oh, hold on. Let me check here. Okay. Hold on. 1 second here. I knew you guys would come through. Pull it up.
Yeah, you guys are the best. Thanks for hanging out tonight. You can take this.
Can you see that
from Will? We can.
Here we
Turn
go.
up some volume.
What?
It says at someone else on the
No.
tweet.
It's
Okay.
a 17-second video. It's not playing.
Oh, great, Jim. That's awesome.
No.
Is it 17? Check it not there and see if it's 17 seconds on your phone or on.
I can't use my phone for my video. Here, I'll like this tweet. Can you pull it up?
Yeah.
If you just go to my likes.
Yeah. I remember how Twitter works. I'm not an idiot.
I'm letting you know, idiot.
Let's see. Jim Russell, your likes.
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
Like the damn thing.
I just lost it. Okay, here we go. Boom. I liked it. From Andrew at Andrew Core, Corrr. Shout out, Andrew.
Okay, hold on. I don't think you liked it.
I did like it. I just retweeted it. There you go.
You retweeted it. You didn't like it.
I liked it and retweeted it.
Hold on. Okay, let me see. Okay, I can pull this up. This is awesome. This is so funny. Okay, stand by. We're gonna get back to the Supers and tonight in a moment. This was Jim at Fairplay in North Park tonight.
This made the broadcast. This made the post-game show.
Apparently.
Okay.
Is this it? Hold on. Can you see my screen, Jim?
Hold on. It's loading. There we go. Okay. Pause.
And the Padres extend the lead in the eighth. It's 5-3.
Yep.
And this series is
That's hilarious.
Hold on. Rewind that.
Yeah, let me rewind that.
Pause it, bro. Hit the. Do you know how to do videos?
I hit pause.
And go to the beginning.
Why go to the beginning?
It's 5-3.
Expand the video. What are you doing?
Oh, I didn't know you wanted to expand it. There it is.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay. What are you doing?
Play in North Park. I'm showing people what it looked like in slow-mo because it was like 2 seconds.
Oh, Nick's there. There's Esteban right there.
Yeah, Esteban with his Parks and Normal cap. That's great. That's cool.
That's funny. They didn't show me going, let's go, but still, that's pretty cool.
All right, let me get back to these Supers. All right, as you make your way in, please subscribe, smash the like button for us. Follow us on Twitter at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. Thank you for the new members. Click the join button. Thank you for the Supers. Click the $ down below. We'll get to all the Supers. Jake, for Snell in Game 3, says 7 scoreless innings, 13 strikeouts,
oh my God.
3 hits, and 1 walk. Please, Jake, please, that'd be great.
If that happened, dude,
that'd be pretty nice.
You think?
Alex says, I feel like it's 2020. Switch the Dodgers. Pitching is meh. I feel like it's been all the Dodgers bullpen, and Padres have guys that go 7 innings. That's an interesting way to look at it. I mean, again, the difference for me between 2020 and now is the Padres rotation because they just didn't have one in 2020. So it gives them more of a chance.
It's the rotation. It's the bullpen.
Manny. The bullpen's elite right now.
Fuck, dude. It's telling me.
Toby, thank you. Toby McGuire for the Super. He says, shout out Fairplay, John and Jim, and Esteban, LFGSD. Toby, thank you. Appreciate that, man. Glad you're able to, I think, make it out. So thank you for that. EJ, thank you as well. He says, need to bring back Brohim for the vibes.
Brohim?
What's that from?
By the way, when are we on tomorrow? Do you know?
Well, a couple of things. We're doing 11:30 weight. We're going to have a YouTube video 11:30 a.m. because we're doing weight room. It's a Thursday. We can't do Friday because we're downtown. I want to say John and Jim is probably 2 to 6. Why? What do you have?
Credential pickups at 2.
So what? You can pick it up Friday morning.
I can?
Well, are you a human being?
We'll find out.
You can do whatever you want Friday morning.
Fuck it. Let's go back to the game.
You're an idiot. Esteban. Okay, so this is Esteban who was at Fairplay, right?
Yeah, Esteban, you made FS1.
Parks and Normal cap.
Yeah, you made
you
Fox
were just
1.
Did you see that, Esteban? You probably did. Just got home. What an effing night. You're not kidding, man. What an effing night. You are not kidding.
I mean, dude, it was just like Manny leading off the game, getting a home run there in the first inning, to the defense that was played.
I was so mad when Freeman tied it up because I thought Grisham. I'm like, Grisham just made this amazing catch. Oh wait, he doesn't have the ball.
Everyone at the bar thought he caught it. Everyone thought he caught it.
I'm not showing a replay for like a month and a half. on that
Right?
ball. It's like the critical moment. And hey, yeah, whatever, home run, just over the wall, no big deal.
Yeah. Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. It's just a home run. E-Racing with Dale, thank you again. He says Nola throwing out Betts was huge. We all agree. I mean, once Betts is on to start an inning, you're thinking there's like a 65% chance he scores. Because it's Mookie Betts. He's going to steal a base, or he's going to go first to third, or he's going to just bother you. And then the rest of their lineup, 2, 3, 4 is ridiculous. So if he's on first, there's like a 70% chance they're scoring in that inning. I would love to see how often this year, when Betts reaches with nobody out, how often he scored. At any point, reaching with anything. I bet he scores like 70% of the time.
It's got to be over 50% of the time.
Oh, it's well over 50.
Like, I'm telling, like, that play by Austin Nola that he made yesterday or tonight can't be overstated how big that was. Because you then, if he doesn't make that play and it's a bad throw, or if it's offline if it wasn't placed where he placed it, you got runner at second, no out.
Correct.
And you got Turner Freeman coming up. That could have been a disaster. And I think at the time was it a tie game or they were up by 1?
They were up by 1, I think. Or was it tied? I forget.
It might have been tied.
By the way, I think I missed a very early super. Thank you, Jake, for sharing it with me via DM at John Schaefer from Alan Ruby, who said, "What a game. We love you, Suarez." We may have missed that. So thank you, Alan Ruby, earlier.
Thanks, Alan.
For the super. Yeah, no, the throw out of Betts was massive. There were a zillion massive moments, actually, looking back on this thing, including, hold on, after the Freeman double, I'm talking about with 2 outs in the 9th inning, he walked Will Smith, right?
No. Smith was the final out.
Was it a 3-1 pitch? Maybe not.
Maybe not. I think there were 2 strikes.
I was all over the place.
I think there were 2 strikes, but
I was pacing.
But that's the thing. Like, I was like, you can't.
Might have been 2.
In the 9th inning, you have to challenge. You're up by 2. You fucking challenge. That's exactly what he did with Betts. That's exactly what he did with Turner, and he did that with Freeman. Freeman just is amazing, and he got across a fastball there, almost hit it out of the ballpark. And he did the same thing with Will Smith. In those moments, we have a 2-run lead, fucking challenge. And that's exactly what Hader did. And good for him.
Did you see this, by the way? They tweeted out Fox Sports. Big Papi got a text after the game from Manny Machado because Big Papi picked the Dodgers to win tonight. So Manny texted him after the game saying, "Now what?" Which is pretty funny.
I know. I saw that. I fucking love it.
Curious, creative, not talented. Thank you for the super and your membership. He says, "Jim, not just a legitimate chance, but momentum and home field advantage. So pumped. I'm buzzing on Aura's ceremonial. Is it Maca? But very cool. We will tell you about Aura coming up. Aura and Will, huge supporter of this channel. They'll have 30% off, by the way, for your first order, ora.organic. We'll tell you about Aura coming up here over the course of the show. Let's run through some supers here. Thank you, Snelling, LFGSD. Love your channel from Japan. Awesome.
Nice.
Thank you for hanging out.
Shout out in Japan. Asia. What time is it there?
What time would it be in Japan?
It's like in the morning, right?
I got to think that it's now Thursday morning in Japan. I think we have that right. Let us know if you're still here, what time it is.
Yeah.
This is hilarious, Ron. 12th ranked bullpen, by the way. LFGSD.
12th ranked bullpen, 12th ranked
pitching staff. Was it? Did they have 2 graphics, Jim? Was it a bullpen graphic too?
I think it was just pitching staffs.
Okay.
Like overall pitching.
Out of 12 playoff teams, the Padres have the 12th best pitching staff. Okay, sure.
I love it. Keep doubting them. Keep doubting them, and look what happens.
Jato, thank you. He says, I love our chances at home with Snell and Musgrove. I mean, how can you not? I mean, what else would you want? I mean, Darvish in there, sure.
Yeah.
But Snell and Musgrove have really, I mean, obviously Musgrove, what can you say about what he did Sunday night? And then Snell's second half was great. And he has an opportunity at redemption. He didn't know if he'd get this chance. He thought he might be playing video games in Seattle right now for his off season.
Yeah. And Snell gets another opportunity after his poor outing in New York last Saturday to redeem himself here and come out, and he gets another opportunity. And you have to like the pitch. I mean, how can you not? It's going to be potentially 2 straight bullpen days for the Dodgers when you look at Gonsolin and Tyler Anderson.
Tyler Anderson shouldn't be a bullpen day, should he?
I said potentially.
I mean, they'll have the quick hook. Yeah, they'll be the quick hook with that bullpen.
Especially if they're down 2-1. If they're down 2-1 and Padres win Friday night, and you start Tyler Anderson in an elimination game on Friday with Joe Musgrove on the mound. Yeah, that game is he has the
You
quickest of hooks ever.
Inning. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you have to. You do.
Yep.
Run It Back says, what is this here? Bo avoiding slider away to Freeman. Frustrating.
Bo Melvin.
I don't know. You're just saying in general, that's what they should be doing to Freeman. I mean, Freeman is just tough. He's just tough.
He won't swing. You'll walk him every time.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, he right. That's a great point. I mean, he is really, really tough. And by the way, speaking of how bad this plate umpire was, remember in the first inning, Darvish didn't get a call. It should have been 2-2, but it was 3-1. And then Freeman was sitting, and he's waiting for something over the plate, and that's when he homered after a missed pitch from the plate umpire. And then, of course, Muncy should have been rung up in the second inning, saw a couple of more pitches and launched the ball over the right field wall. So they were literally gifted an out and a run in this game. And they still couldn't beat the Padres tonight.
It doesn't matter now, but holy shit, if they lost this game,
huge.
We'd be fucking destroying
here are the things we're talking about. We'd be killing whatever the F this guy's name is. I'm going to tell you right now. Chris Siegel. We'd kill Chris Siegel. We'd kill Bob Melvin.
Mm-hmm.
If Suarez
kill the goose,
we not literally. I like animals,
like figuratively.
We could have been where else after Suarez? There was something else.
We could have killed the Padres. How Trent Grisham bunted there. With the runners
Trent Grisham dropping a ball. I mean,
dropping a ball.
He literally did not catch a ball that center fielders have to make.
Yeah, that was right in the glove. It wasn't like a crazy
second
dive.
And third and the seventh.
And a good thing that whoever was on first when Betts hit that, stopped.
He kind of went back. He should have. The ball should have been caught.
Know.
Where's he going to go?
And they got lucky there, and then you bring in Suarez, strikeout, double play, and you're like, holy fucking shit.
No, that was after strikeout, double play. That was his second inning.
That's right. You're right.
He'd already gotten strikeout, double play.
Dude,
that was
my
second
mind
and third
is
one out.
so all over the place because
I know we've been at the bar, we've been out all day, we've been doing 10-hour shows. Brian, thank you for your super. He says, talk before game one was all about momentum after beating New York. How much more are the Padres riding after returning home with a split? They have momentum. I mean, there's no question. What's it worth? It's worth your next starter, and they've got good starters. So they legitimately have momentum. They'll have the crowd. Of course, there'll be Dodger fans there, but they'll have the crowd. They'll have momentum. They'll have starting pitching to their advantage. I can't wait to see these betting lines. I texted Tim Murray at VSiN. I said, any early line for game 3? He said, not seeing one yet. I'm fascinated by it. Remember, the Dodgers were underdogs this year. How many times, Jim? We talked about it 3 times, I think. A dog in 162 games, 3 times or 4 times?
3 times.
So I don't know if there'll be a Snell, Gonsolin, Petco Park. I mean, it'll probably be like a -110 both ways, or maybe Snell a slight favorite, or maybe the Dodgers a slight favorite, but nothing major either way.
And I like Snell in game 3 having a bounce back game. If it was down 0-2, I would be like,
oh God,
what the fuck? But in a 1-1 series, Friday night at Petco Park, I like Blake Snell having that bounce back game because, look, obviously there's still pressure on both teams here, but you're not facing elimination pressure. That's a different kind of pressure, So I'm expecting a big bounce back game from Snell on Friday night.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. Ben, thank you. Ben, what's going on, man? Great to have you with us here in the chat. He says we're in Burbank rehearsing for a few days, and we all stayed late at the rehearsal studio to watch the final few innings. Perfect way to end the day. Ben, you're almost lucky that you didn't see all 9 of the innings. I mean, all 9 of these innings were biting nails. I
feel like I aged by at least 10 years. I'm sure everyone at the bar felt the same way. Yeah.
It was one of those games. Thank you.
But it's one of those games you'll never forget, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
If you're a Padres fan, you will not forget this game. You will not forget the intensity of this game, every aspect of it. Years from now, we'll be talking about game 2 in LA. And especially if they win the series. We'll talk
about it more if they win the series. Exactly.
If they win the series, tonight is Right now, it's close to the top, man. I know, like it's
in
up
modern
there.
history, I mean, you'd have to be going back to the '98 NLCS to find something like this.
I mean, you talk about the Garvey home run. Yeah, that's amazing.
Do you know this is the first time they've been even? Do you know this is the first time they've been even in a series in the NLDS or later since 1998?
No shit. That's right.
They've never been
That's
even
100%
in a series
right.
since 1998. NLDS or later. NLDS
They didn't win a game in 06, 05 and 06.
And then 2020 was a wild card.
And a wild card, but they didn't win a game in the DS round.
Wild card. These are like the additional rounds.
Yeah, 1998. They haven't won a fucking DS game since 98. Holy shit.
No, they won a DS game. Didn't they win one game against the Cardinals when they lost 3 games to 1?
I think they did. Hold on, let me check.
One of those
I'm pretty
years?
sure. Actually, you know what? Put it in the chat. Okay, they lost 3-1. They lost 3-1 in 06.
I want to say ESPN had it, stats and information. The first time they've been even in a series, DS or later, I think since 1998.
Yeah.
But I think that's right. Jared, thank you. He says only A-Rod gave us a win. Poppy said 8-3 loss. Yeah, I saw that tonight. They put it on screen like, oh, who's going to win tonight? And A-Rod.
Shout out A-Rod.
A-Rod who said Kershaw reminds him of Michael Jordan today. Like, no, he doesn't. And Kershaw was not good today. And Michael Jordan was good in the playoffs. But whatever. He said Padres win. He was right. Great. We'll take it. Riton, thank you again. He says bullpen has stepped up to the mound, Jim. Not up to the plate. Come on, this is the playoffs. We can't have errors like this. Love you guys. Did you say that? Bullpen has stepped up to the plate. It's
Oh, sorry.
Right.
My bad.
Oh man, that is funny. That's funny.
I'm all over the place right now, guys.
We're all over the place. Padres win 5-3. If you're here,
hear from
subscribe.
Anybody?
Yeah, we're gonna hear from Melvin. You gotta go find Melvin for me.
They haven't posted Melvin yet. They haven't posted Melvin yet.
Is Marty there?
Is she there?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Marty, are you there? Hello?
But what was I saying? Oh, yeah. Subscribe, like this video, follow us at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. Thank you for the memberships. Click the join button. You'll get the emojis and the badges. Thank you for the supers. Great way to support this channel. We get to all of the supers. And thank you, Jimmy, for the super. He says, what's going on with Soto in right field? If we're talking about defensively, I'm kind of, that's who he is. Like, if you look at his defensive metrics, they've been really bad for his career. So it shouldn't come as a surprise. Padres knew this when they got him. So it is who he is. He does not go back well on balls. Every once in a while, he'll get to a ball. I'm like, how did he get to that thing? But he is not a good defensive player. I mean, that's like an accurate statement, and I'm being kind.
Do you want to hear from Manny? Of course you do.
I do.
All right, ready? There we go.
Manny Machado, you were down 2-1 to Clayton Kershaw at Dodger Stadium. You're walking out of here with a series tie, and that's a 5-3 win. That's what the scoreboard says. What does that say about your club?
We're going to fight. We've been fighting all year. We know we're a good team back there, but, we got to come out here and compete every single day and leave it out on the field. And, this team all year, we've been grinding and getting together as a group, as a collective group. And we're going to do everything possible to try to win that game. And we had a horse on that mound today on our side and their side. And, we're able to get some runs for ours.
Manny, the road back started with your third inning double. You homered off Kershaw off the slider the first at bat. Second at bat, he stayed away from the slider. Tell me about that 4-pitch sequence.
Yeah, he went heater up, and then another heater. I missed that 2-0 one, but then he came back with that curveball. I was able to hook it down the line and get a run there. It's crazy about these dimensions here. Hit that little corner over there. If we would have kept going, maybe we would have got 2. But whenever you can score in those situations and put yourselves in a good spot, it always helps.
Manny, Friday night, playoff baseball comes back to San Diego with fans in the stands. Tell me about looking forward to that Game 3.
I mean, honestly, I have no idea what to expect, but I know it's going to be fun. San Diego's been waiting for this all year. They've been waiting for it for a long time, and we're excited to go back home on Friday 1-1.
Manny, thanks so much. Congratulations.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Tom Verducci.
Yeah, thanks, Tom. It's amazing. And when you think of it, like when you really put everything in perspective, you think about what San Diego has gone through as a sports city. And then to have the 2020 year taken away from the fans, which happened everywhere because of the pandemic, but San Diego specifically, like you lose an NFL team, this city has rallied around the Padres. Peter Seidler's invested. They've made all these moves. You didn't have the postseason in 2020, at least in attendance, and now it's finally back. I mean, it was a lifetime ago, 2006, Jim. Chargers were on playoff runs. Super Bowls were coming through the city at one point. I mean, that's forever ago. It's a different city. And for fans now to get to enjoy this with this team in this moment is really unbelievable. And it's special. It's not like, New York, one of these teams is always the Yankees are in the playoffs, Mets are in the playoffs, whatever. If it's LA, this happens. San Diego, we don't get this. Like how many times have we said it since the Soto trade? Like, let's embrace this, wrap your arms around it, soak it all in, and enjoy every single second of the ups and the downs.
This is a case of emotions in this town that finally is being released. It's been too long since this town got to really celebrate a team like this, and it's been a long time since the entire city can universally celebrate a team and be excited about it.
San Diego State Sweet 16, like Kawhi, 2011, 2014. I mean, seriously, it's been a while to have.
Well, yeah, and first major
like
sports team. Like everybody can rally around. I know San Diego State's made some runs here. Unfortunately, they 2020 year fucking. But you get my point. Is like bars are packed with Padres fans.
Yep.
Petco's going to be crazy. Downtown's going to be nuts on Friday. This town has been bottled up for too long, and finally, it all gets to be released on Friday night at Petco Park, and hopefully the Padres can get a win, because if they do, Saturday's going to be even crazier.
Gaslamp man over those 24 hours is just going to be bonkers, or 48
My head
hours.
hurts, dude.
John, thank you. Says, how are we thinking about Snell? Should we change? So, John, we talked about this briefly earlier. No, I mean, this is now the perfect scenario, which is pitch Snell in game 3, because if you didn't pitch Snell in game 3 and you went to Musgrove, well, then you'd be pitching Snell in game 4, in just as big of a game, if not bigger. So I think it makes a lot of sense now to pitch Blake Snell, to be honest.
And here's the thing, too. What up, Ben Fadden? Ben Fadden has entered the chat.
What is happening, Ben?
Yeah. Another thing, too, now it sets up. So, all right, Friday night, you have Snell. If Snell has another implosion, or not implosion, but can't find the strike zone,
well, go to your bullpen.
You can go to the bullpen.
Rested bullpen.
Musgrove game 4.
A short leash with him. I got no problem having a short leash with Snell. I hope he's great. I mean, he could go 6+ innings. He's that good. Look at 5 2/3 2020 World Series against the Dodgers. He could go 6 innings, but if he doesn't have it, then go to your bullpen.
Another thing too that this game, does is, okay, if you start Musgrove game 3 with 1-1 series there, you could get 6 or 7 from Musgrove, probably most likely 6 at the most. Okay. But then Saturday is Snell, and you have game 5 on Sunday, no off day. So if you can't go back-to-back bullpen there, especially with your high relievers, that's tough. Especially if you go into a game 5, you want your bullpen to be fully rested and ready to go.
That's right. That is. Anthony, thank you for the super. Really do appreciate it. Thank you guys for the super. It's a great way to support this channel. We get to all of them. Just click the $ in the chat box down below. Padres win impressively, dramatically, unbelievably tonight, 5-3 over the Dodgers. All the twists and the turns and the drama and the goose. Anthony says he was lucky enough to be gifted tickets behind the Padre dugout field level tonight. And yes, there were people chanting all game long, "Let's go Padres." We had maybe 100 people in that section and around us, LFGSD. And that doesn't come as a surprise. I mean, proximity. I mean, what this means to San Diegans and to Padres fans, that really doesn't surprise me one bit,
No, there were, you could hear it. I mean, I could faintly hear it, but
yeah, exactly. You knew it was happening.
I kind of thought at one point, I'm like, wait, is there a "Let's Go Padres" chant?
Try to drown it out, with the other side. Man, what a night! Man, what a night!
Incredible.
We're gonna get back to the
also. Job finished. Job's not finished.
No. But you know what job?
No.
But it's a 3-act play, Jim.
Yep.
Act 1, get a split. Act 2, win a second game. Act 3, win the third. Now I'm not going to talk splits. I don't really want to split at Petco. I won't kick it out of bed compared to losing twice.
Yeah,
and I would take my chances on game 5 at Dodger Stadium. I'm not going to be like, oh no, it's game 5. This sucks. I mean, you take your chances. It's one baseball game. but I prefer them win it in 4. But it's a 3-act play. Act 1, get a split. Act 2, win game 2. Act 3, win game 3. Simple as that.
3, game 4. Yeah, I get you.
But no, I'm saying I don't care how they do it in the next 3 games.
Yeah.
Like win the second game, win the third game. I
got it.
You can't get greedy here and say you got to win the next 2 at home. I'd love it. We all would absolutely love it. If it happens, amazing. If it doesn't, I'm not kicking game 5 out of bed. They can win that game. Aura, thank you. ORA.organic. Thank you, Will, for your support of this channel. Will is the co-founder of Aura. He's a San Diegan. This is a great company with offices right here in San Diego in Liberty Station. You can get 30% off your first order because of Aura's relationship with this channel. Click the Build Your Routine button. They have all plant-based nutrition. I'm talking about probiotics. I take one every day. Digestion, heart health, mental clarity. They have workout supplements, proteins for after workouts, pre-workout supplements. They have omega-3 oils. They have immunity pills and sleep pills and literally something for everyone, yourself, your spouse, your family, your friends. ORA.organic. There's a link down below. Again, a San Diego company that does business with us. If you're looking to support this channel, please support Aura. 30% off your first order. Get healthier. Support this channel. Everyone could use a probiotic or omega-3 oils or proteins. So check them out, ORA.organic, or click the link down below.
Yeah, go there right now, www.aura.organic. Build your routine, 30% off your first order. They had everything you need to live a healthy lifestyle. I know Will at Aura is losing his fucking mind tonight.
Just like Mark.
Just like Mark. Just like Omar. Just like everyone in the chat, losing their fucking mind. Job's not finished by any stretch of the imagination. But tonight, you celebrate it. Get ready for Friday. Go to Aura right now. Get everything you need to live a healthy lifestyle. You'll thank us later.
Will, you're the man. Thank you, dude, for your support of this channel. Steve, thank you for your support as well. He says, is the rotation set for the next 3 games? No.
2 games.
The next 2. I personally believe if it goes 5, you text Yu Darvish and say, you're going. I mean, I'm sure they would have to plan internally for something like that. Are you going to go on 3 days or not? I don't see how you could consider anything else. I'm not starting Sean Manaea. I'm not starting Mike Clevenger, certainly. I'm not going full bullpen game against the LA Dodgers and trying to get – that's a little too cute for me, even though the bullpen's been great. I say, you give me what you can give me. If it's 4 innings, I'll take it, and then I go from there.
Absolutely.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, I agree.
Thank you again, Steve. Jake, thank you as well. He says, yes, the Padres score the fewest runs in the entire league at home, but the atmosphere will be like 8-4-22. What a night that was. Soto's debut, Drury grand slam on the first pitch he saw.
That night times like 10.
I think so. I really do. I mean, before the game, it's just going to be epic. The feeling, the vibe, the energy in there. Once the game starts, they're going to have to play good baseball.
Yep.
But that was a special night. We were there. I was in right field when Soto ran out to right. I mean, that was like the Beatles came to San Diego is what it reminded me of.
Yeah.
Even though I don't think the Beatles came to San Diego, but you get my point.
They're actually not together anymore, John.
Well, I think they're like.
I think a couple of them are passed away.
Well, yeah, they are. There's Paul. Is Paul the only living Beatle? I don't think Ringo. Ringo's not alive, is he?
Ringo's not alive.
Anyway.
Okay.
This isn't a Beatles channel. We're not Beatles experts. Pedro says, got to start chanting, who's your daddy at Petco?
No. You don't want to get cocky here just because we won. Just because they won 1 game. Okay. Job's not finished by any stretch of the imagination here.
No.
If they beat the Dodgers, then absolutely you chant who's your daddy.
You go crazy. And then you never let them live it down.
But not until job's finished. Job is not finished yet by any means.
It's a 3-act play. It's a 3-act play. Run it back. Thank you. He says, hope Melvin has all hands on deck Friday. He will. Okay. They're talking about this on the off day. I don't think it's an off day for Melvin. I think him and AJ might talk a little bit tomorrow.
I think so. Yeah.
There'll be a plan in place for Friday.
Yeah.
I doubt he's sailing tomorrow. I doubt he's at Torrey getting 9 in. I doubt he's at the rec basketball.
Probably not. Yeah.
Sean, thank you. He says Suarez MVP tonight. Wow. I mean, bullpen MVP of the series so far for the Padres, but Suarez specifically is like the MVP of the MVPs.
He's the MVP of tonight for sure. But yeah, like talking points you start with Robert Suarez. What he did tonight was fucking incredible.
I would love to, Gus. Imagine that if Soto called me up and said, would you MC my charity walkathon? But he didn't walk tonight, and he's only walked once actually in the series. But I would absolutely love to. I'd be honored if he called me for that. So thank you, guys. Stephen, thank you. He says, I love you guys. You're amazing. Hashtag San Diego. Hashtag Padres. Let's go all out Friday and Saturday from California, San Diego, El Cajon. Let's go. Stephen, thank you. Join us at the Blind Burrow, by the way, 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. First pitch at 5:37. We'll be losing our mind from 5:37 to 6. I wouldn't even be listening to us unless you want to hear
I'm just
ridiculousness.
Yeah, whatever.
But join us. We'll be there for 7 hours on Friday. So thank you, Stephen. Thank you. This weekend's going to be epic. Alex, thank you. Says if the Padres are up 2-1 and Musgrove will be hyped, his spin rate will be like 10 times up. Robert's going to cry and ask for check for Sticky Watch. I don't know. I'd be surprised if we saw that again. To be honest, I don't think we're seeing that again. I just don't.
No.
I mean, it was such a big story that does anyone else want to play that game right now?
This gives Musgrove also a lot of like juice going into his game 4 start now.
Yeah.
To prove a lot of fucking people wrong.
Yeah, because the whole thing sucks. If he's good, they'll be like, oh, well, he must be using it. If he's not good, they'll be like, see?
No. I think Musgrove. I don't give a fuck about anybody else. I think Musgrove personally is like,
oh, he's pissed.
Oh, you fucking think that I was cheating on Sunday night?
You.
Time to fucking shove right now.
Yeah. This is amazing, Steve. Thank you. We briefly touched on this, Steve-O. Yeah. Thank you for the super. He says, Goose Gossage was the last Padre to get a 4-out save in the playoffs. A goose shows up out of nowhere today. Is that some kind of omen? Or excuse me. Yeah, omen. Let that sink in. I mean, that really is incredible. Again, even more incredible if they win this series. I figured it was going to be like the stupid rally monkey BS.
I did too.
I thought it was they were the home team. And then immediately, was there a Gavin Lux single to right? I think there was.
I know that immediately there was a single. Right. Yeah, there was immediately a single, and you're like, "Fuck, here we go."
I know,
the fucking goose.
I wanted to play the freaking goose.
Fucking goose, dude.
Goose. A freaking goose, man.
A fucking goose was there, bro.
Brett, thank you. Said had no idea Fairplay was the Tornado location.
Yeah,
iconic location. Go Padres. Yes, it's only been there for a couple of months, Brett.
Yeah, the owner of Fernside is the owner there. Okay. And also, he owned Soda Bar for a while. So great food. I had like a chicken Caesar salad tonight. It was delicious.
I had a tofu burger. Kid you not? I literally had that. The thing, Jim. Am I being honest? The thing like looked good, right? It was like breaded and like fried.
If you told me it wasn't tofu, I'd have been like, I would eat that.
It was really cool. Can you go, Jim, to 1038? I have a blue line in my screen, which means there's a super I can't see at 1038. Get to 1038. Yeah, that's from Jared. Thank you. Who saw Bill Plaschke talking shit on Musgrove?
I hope Plaschke was booing his ass off tonight in the press box.
Yeah, because he loves.
I hope he feels good. I hope he feels good booing his ass off because Manny, deserves to be booed, right? Bill Plaschke, I hope you were booing tonight.
I think we're finally caught up. So thank you guys again. If you want to contribute, click the $ down below. We'll get to all the supers. Padres beat the Dodgers tonight 5-3. I have a number of things written down. And we've touched on basically all of them. By the way, here is what ESPN wrote. This is the first time the Padres have been tied or leading in a series with a game played in the NLDS or later since the 1998 NLCS that they won in 6 games over the Braves. So that is the stat. The other thing that's come out since the game, and we've touched on this as well, is Tony Gonsolin. That was not announced. Tony Gonsolin will start. I need to look up his game log because he has not pitched, right? Unless it was very late in the year. He hasn't pitched much at all, right? Let's see. Because I thought they were worried about getting him back for this round. Let me pull up his game logs from 2022. The last time Gonsolin – okay, so they did get him back for 1 outing. He went 2 innings. From August 23rd to October 3rd, he didn't pitch until he made that 1 outing October 3rd, Jim, against the Rockies at home. He went 2 innings, allowed 3 hits and a run.
So this is he can't
go more than game. He can't go more than 3 because August 23rd he went 5 innings. Since August 23rd, it's now October 12th, 13th, whatever the hell the day is. He's thrown 2 innings. So he's not going more than 3 high leverage playoff innings, right? Unless things go terribly wrong and the Padres, only see 26 pitches in those 3 innings. I don't think he's going more than 3 innings.
No. Yeah, it's a bullpen game Friday for them.
Yeah, and their bullpen's really good. I mean, everyone that comes on is an ERA sub 3.
Dude, where is can anybody find Bob Melvin for me post game? I can't find it.
Bally's got some players up that we could
Bally's
play.
have players. They don't have
Yeah,
Melvin.
like did Bob Melvin, is he like
talking? Is he like in the shower right now?
Like hiding?
Like what's going on?
I don't know. I really have no idea. Just tonight on the twists and turns, like what are we missing? I mean, first of all, the Dodgers going up 2-1 on the Muncy BS home run after the missed third strike call. I'm like, that's game. But for the Padres to score 2 immediately, remember when Machado doubled and then they got a run in? I think Cronenworth fell behind 0-2 and then grounded a ball to first, but that scored a run. That was a huge sequence to give him a 3-2 lead. Then the Dodgers homer again. It's 3-3. How'd the Padres take a 4-3 lead?
They took a 4-3 lead thanks to Jurickson Profar.
What did he do?
Actually, no. They took a 4-3 lead thanks to Manny Machado.
What did he do?
He had a double.
No.
RBI double.
I tied it at 2. I remember my first Padres game. Okay, here are the scoring plays. All right, Muncy makes it 2-1. Machado doubles. Right? Machado doubles, you're 2-2. Cronenworth grounds out, you're 3-2. Trey Turner homers, he hit the ball like forever. It's 3-3. Profar singles on a ground ball to right. Right, that ball, that seeing eye single.
Yep.
That scored Cronenworth. It's 4-3. They had a chance to score more runs. Cronenworth homers, it makes it 5-3. All she wrote.
Yep. Profar coming through
game.
Again. Simple game. Easy win. There was
standard 5-3.
Dude, guys, there was no drama in that game whatsoever. It was a hum 5-3 easy win. Just that's how you drew it up. No tension, no nothing. It's all good.
Padres led 3 times, right? 1-0, 3-2, 4-3. They took 3 separate leads after the Dodgers either tied the game or took a lead. That's pretty rare. I mean, in a postseason game, that's pretty rare. And we've argued about and we've discussed how the Padres don't always fight their way through things. This game had some adversity where they needed a couple of innings offensively, and they did that. They put together a couple of innings offensively, and they left so many runs out there. They could have easily scored 9 runs in this game, easily.
Oh, easily.
Alex, thank you. He says a $10 super because I lost 3 years of my life tonight because we got a Bob Melvin fist bump. Oh, we did after the double play. You're talking about he was pumped up. Did you see that, Jim?
Dude, everyone was fucking pumped up.
But he doesn't really show a lot of emotion. And by he doesn't really show a lot of emotion, I mean he doesn't show any emotion.
I know.
Good question. I don't know. Have you seen anything from Marty on YouTube?
All right, here's what I'm doing. I gotta do it.
What are you doing?
I have Bob Melvin post game from the other station's account.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't see why not.
It's whatever, guys. Sorry about this. Actually, not sorry at all. Okay.
The double play that was turned Cronenworth to Kim in the 6th. Game 1, they turned a huge one in the 6th. Tell me, in your eyes, how pivotal was that moment for your team?
Yeah, that was the play of the game. So, there are certain moments that get lost in the shuffle with the drama at the end of the game. But, strike out, double play, and have to be perfect on it. He's got to get rid of it beautifully, and Kimmy's got to get to the bag and get rid of it with a runner coming down his throat. I mean, that is the play of the game at the time, and, got the momentum back in our dugout.
Anything else for Bob? We'll finish up here with Ken.
That's all I got.
Yeah, great. One question. Credit. Where'd you get it? Credit it. Is it from the 97.3 account? Yeah, I mean, I would give the attribution. Okay, so Rich McGuire said Marty posted 13 minutes ago. What did Marty post?
What the fuck did Marty post?
on Twitter.
Hold on. Marty, come on.
14 minutes ago, she was tweeting, but I don't see any video unless it's on YouTube.
I got nothing. Oh, it just tweeted a quote. That's it.
Can you play from Bally Sports any of the player interviews?
Yeah, hold on.
See Profar, see like what would be interesting. We got Myers, we got Profar, and we've got Cronenworth. Cronenworth, he's kind of short. Maybe Will.
Yeah, love Will. Will always give you a weird time.
Good to come out there and get that win. I think, it really carried over from yesterday. I really like what we did yesterday with our at-bats. I think, all game we had good at-bats. We put pressure on them and like we were at there. So hopefully we can keep that going when we get home.
The way you guys wanted in terms of going toe-to-toe, back and forth, you're going against a Hall of Famer and then one of the best bullpens in baseball as well. I mean, that seems to really be a good confidence builder and a statement win. Right?
Yeah, big time. I think tonight just seeing what we were able to do with the starter and be able to get to some bullpen guys was great. I think that obviously gives us more confidence going into going back home and knowing that no matter who they bring out, we can make something happen.
How much are you looking forward to have some postseason baseball at home?
Yeah, no, so I'm very excited. First experience for me, so it should be a lot of fun. Excited to see what the crowd brings.
How about the job that Robert Suarez did today?
Great. I mean, that's what he's been doing pretty much all year. Huge inning, huge strikeout, huge double play. It was really what we need right there.
It's been kind of fun to watch his growth from where he was at the beginning of the season and what he's doing now.
Yeah, he's been really good. I mean, honestly, I think if you take away the first game, there's been very limited runs he's given up from then. So I think it's been a lot of fun to watch him go about it. He's one of our best guys down there, so we like seeing him come into the game.
Will Myers, post game. Man, you got to feel good for Will. What are we looking at? You got to feel really good for Will Myers. I mean, all the more lows than highs over the last 8 years, let's be honest, for Will Myers. Even this year, I mean, out for a majority of the year, power numbers down, but had a nice September. Is playing a lot here in October. And how many times we said it at the start of the postseason? I said, why not the Padres? Start of the series, why not the Padres? I mean, why not?
I know.
Why not? Good bullpen, good starting pitching. Good enough offense that's producing right now. They've been really good since that meltdown in Arizona, just in general, over the last however long that is, 3 weeks. I mean, why not? Again, it's hard. 100-win Mets, 100 wins Dodgers, 100 wins whomever, but why not?
And I do believe in momentum in the postseason. I really do, especially with starting pitching. If you can keep rolling over, and not starting pitching as well, like also your bullpen, you keep rolling over good outings and good bullpen days and good that shit's contagious, dude. And you get that going in the postseason, you everybody out of that bullpen has confidence coming into the game because of how they're pitching. Everyone goes in and like, I need this. I'm going to step up here because the bullpen's been great. And I think that what they've done so far in the postseason, it's a trickle-down effect. And everybody gets a part of it. And I do believe in momentum. And right now, the momentum for the Padres bullpen has been lights out.
Completely lights out. I mean, the bullpen is feeding off each other. There's no question about that.
Exactly, yeah.
There is an element of that. I want to quickly look at our Padres insider on San Diego Sports 760's Kevin Acee. I do like to sometimes skim through what he writes post-game just to see if we're missing anything. Manny Machado is quoted as saying it's playoff baseball, playing a good team out there. You've got to be locked in and exciting. This is what we play for all year. Game, by the way, was 3 hours and 34 minutes. That doesn't surprise me. That's not overly long for a game with that much drama, to be honest, in the postseason. Couple things. Game 3 is at 5:37. Game 4 is at 6:37, by the way. 6:37 is the start time Saturday. Let's see here. Obviously, if you fall behind 0-2, you're going to lose the series more often than not, right? We talked about that today. So that's why Game 2 is so critical. And especially against the Dodgers. You can't go down 0-2 to the Dodgers, right? They dominated you, and then you're losing to a 111 team. 111 win team.
Do you want to play Dave Ortiz getting the text from Manny?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I think that's pretty funny.
Who are you texting in the middle of the show?
Machado. He's asking me, now what? They're not dead anymore.
It's pretty funny.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that is pretty funny.
You can't tell me these guys don't watch, dude. You can't tell me that's good. These guys don't listen.
Well, it's on in the clubhouse. I mean, literally, you know.
Dude,
yeah,
everybody that dugout was fucking pumping their fist.
Yeah,
That was,
oh man, they were freaking out.
the play of the game. Absolutely.
Sense it, but it, like Melvin said, the turn, and I mentioned it earlier. It's a big league double play because everything's got to be perfect. It's not stung so well that it's easy. Like, you got to move there. You got to be quick and fluid, not a lot of motion. The flip, the turn, the velocity of the throw, the stretch at first.
Did the Dodgers challenge that?
No, because it wasn't close in the end.
It wasn't even close, dude. I think they looked, but it wasn't even close.
It wasn't that close. It was a split second, but he was clearly out.
Right,
Jake, as well, thank you. 10 wins to go for the first ever. And we all know what we're talking about. 10 wins.
10 fucking wins. It's going to be like the hardest thing ever.
Yeah,
because you're potentially going to have to go hard. You're potentially going to have to go through 400 win teams. But why not? Why not an 89? Why not an 89 win team winning a World Series when there's 400 win teams in the postseason? Think about that.
Shit. I mean, Atlanta, they won more games than the Braves won last year. They won 88, and they beat 106 win Dodger team in the NLCS.
Yeah. Oh, another point too. Another game knocked off Tatis's suspension next year.
Yeah, I just saw it too in the chat. It's funny. I was thinking that earlier. So I think now the most his suspension can be to start the year is 25. That's the most his suspension can be to start next year is 25 games. Keep taking games off that thing, man. It is weird from Tatis's perspective. We've talked about it a lot. This is weird. I mean, they're playing great baseball. They don't have him. Ha-Seong Kim has supplanted himself as the shortstop. He's been really good. It's just weird. But
it is weird, but you take it. You know? And right now, I don't think a lot of people were thinking about Tatis, unfortunately, or fortunately, whatever you want to take. Yeah.
I do want to thank Omar Sanchez for his support of this channel real quickly. Thank you, Omar, again. Loansbyomar.com. If you have any mortgage needs, he's here to help all Padres fans with their mortgages. You can check out his brand new website, loansbyomar.com. You can scan the QR code on the screen, or you can text him anytime, including right now, 619-387-7798. He's your San Diego native mortgage broker. If you're looking to buy your dream home or refinance to consolidate debt, he can help you. And you can call or text Omar for a free consultation when you get to his website. Great site, brand new, loansbyomar.com. Click on the education tab. You'll get everything you need for first-time home buyers, refinancing as well. He's a native San Diegan. He supports this channel. If you want to do business with a San Diego-based company, give Omar a call. Scan that QR code. Huge Padres fan, went to San Diego State, supports this channel. If you have mortgage needs, please get in contact with our buddy Omar Sanchez.
Yeah, 619-387-7798. When you reach out to our buddy Omar, tell him go Padres, and also let him know that John and Jim from the wrap-up show sent you.
Oh, man.
I'm exhausted, dude, and I didn't do shit
days
tonight.
are so long, man.
I didn't do anything today. Well, we did.
I went to Orange Theory.
Really? No,
I did.
That's great. It's fucking great, John.
It's a good workout. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, no one cares.
I'd like to see you in there.
I can't because my arm was about to fall off.
Exactly. They don't have any space for people with arms that are falling off.
True.
They're like, hey, lift this like 5-pound dumbbell. And you'd be like, I can't.
My arm. Literally, I would die. I would literally crumble.
What if you had to lift like 5-pound dumbbells like this?
I couldn't. I can't even lift with no dumbbells right now. This is how far I can lift my shoulder without it hurting. See, look at that. I'm fucked.
Do we have any like fake doctors in here? It's rotator cuff, right?
Yeah. I don't know what happened.
Unbelievable. So yes, tomorrow. Let's talk tomorrow for a second.
Okay.
11:30 a.m. on YouTube, getting you ready for Game 3.
Yes.
Also on Weight Room, but you can join us on YouTube. We'll get you over to Weight Room. We'll explain. Then our show, I'm speculating, is 2 to 6. It's typically 3 to 6, but join us, I think, at San Diego Sports 760 from 2 to 6, recapping game 2, looking ahead to game 3. Then Friday, get to the Blind Borough. We will be there all day long.
Yes.
All day long, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., getting you ready for this, massive, huge, that's what she said, game,
How you doing?
Is Aaron over there?
No.
What the hell is going on?
All my stuff was here. And so I made an executive decision to just come home to my garage instead of be at her house.
So are you staying there tonight?
No.
Back to Aaron's.
Yeah. Luckily, she lives right down the street, so we're good.
Must be nice.
It is nice. I agree.
What a night. What a night. Pedro, we gave away a couple of who got the shorts today, Pedro?
I forget who got the shorts.
He was someone. He showed up. He was actually in the booth next to us, Jim. Later in the day, he was in the booth, I think, with his girlfriend. Because earlier in the day, there was a guy. I want to say Dale with his young son. Remember that 2-year-old that was in the booth? But then later,
I know. Yeah, I don't remember. But Isaac got one hat and Esteban got the other hat.
Yeah, that's right.
The one that you're wearing right now.
With Tatis and Machado. I'm giving Tatis some love, man. I mean, he's probably tough. Probably tough couple of weeks for Fernando Tatis Jr. Like, what do you?
Do we have anything we can give away Friday? Or are we just like, no?
I could talk to Parks Normal. I don't know if they can get me stuff by Friday.
Do any John and Jim show stuff we can give away? Wrap up show stuff?
I think I have some like stickers. Hey, come on. Listen, Blind Borough is going to be packed. Just show up.
Cares?
Padres
show up. We don't need it. We don't need stuff. People are going to be there. Yeah.
Shut up, Jim, you idiot. Just kidding. All right. I need to remind our viewers about our podcast. So if you ever miss the show and you just want the audio only edition of the show. Oh, by the way, Bob Scanlon's going to be on the show tomorrow.
Love it.
Let's see here. Hold on. Let me just see this text I got from the Padres. Bob is in for tomorrow afternoon, depending on the workouts and the interviews at Petco. Do you want to contact him tomorrow via text after the schedule is released? Do I have his number, Jim?
Yeah,
I do.
I think I have his number too.
Yeah, I do. So yeah, Bob Scanlon will be on the show, which is great. Tomorrow, join us on San Diego Sports 760. So again, if you ever miss the YouTube show, you can always listen back. Let's say you're driving or working out or whatever on the run and you just want the audio, not the video. FriersOnBase.com. We're the official podcast, but you can get us wherever you get your podcast. We're presented by Eric Lanier at Higher Impact Financial. Again, Eric Lanier at Higher Impact Financial. We do need to thank Eric for his support of this channel. If you have financial needs, please get in contact with Eric. He's a huge Padres fan. And if you're wondering if you're financially strong enough to leave your corporate job and start your own business, or if you're tired of being surprised by how many taxes you owe every year, please get in contact with Eric. He can help make sure your family is also protected by helping you get a trust established. The first handful of Padres fans that call to get a trust done with Eric's firm will get $200 off. You can call Eric at 951-383-3033. That's 951-383-3033 to schedule your first meeting. And even if you just want to talk Padres baseball with Eric, he is there for you. And as we always remind you, advisory services are offered through Wealth Tech Partners, a registered investment advisor that only conducts business in states where it is properly registered or is excluded from registration requirements. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Remember that. Investing involves risk and possible loss of principal capital. Thank you, Eric. And make sure to check out Higher Impact Financial. Thank you for all your support of this channel. How do I get this off the screen? Like that?
There you go.
I remember my first time on StreamYard.
Me too. What a night. What a fucking night.
Holy crap.
1 down, 2 to go. Job's not finished. By the way, if you guys are whoever,
me too, by the way,
who's still watching, just if you haven't already, just hit the like button and subscribe. That's all we ask. We have almost 500 people in here watching, so it would be greatly appreciated to us if you just hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. That's all we ask.
Actually, I'm glad you said that. Yeah, if you're here right now, that's a great point, Jim. Live or on replay. If you have made it through the 90-minute replay and you're here with us, subscribe, like it. If you wouldn't mind following us on Twitter, I mean, we are there for Padres fans essentially on Twitter. at John Schaefer.
We try.
At Jim Russell SD.
We are, though. We are.
I mean, Jim literally tweets 5,000 things.
I just tweeted right now.
And it's good. He just tweeted. Tim Flannery ripped Jim today on Twitter, so you're missing this.
Yeah.
Jim was
keyboard warrior.
Keyboard warrior. Even talk about that. So follow us on social media. Support this channel. We appreciate your support. We really do. We're here for Padres fans. We've been listen. If it's your first day here, maybe you're not aware of it. We've been doing this literally for years, 3 consecutive years. Post-game coverage of the Padres on radio and on YouTube. So thank you for your support. It's fun on nights like this. On all nights, ups and downs, off season, in season. Thank you for your support of this channel. We are back on this channel Friday night. We're back tomorrow on the radio. We're back tomorrow morning, actually, on YouTube on this channel. Weight room as well. So join us at 11:30 a.m. We'll get you ready for Game 3 because we know you're going to be thinking about it come tomorrow morning. 12 hours from now, join us 11:30 a.m. Much more on this win, much more on this weekend. What a weekend it's going to be. Petco Park, downtown San Diego, Gaslamp District. What does it mean for this city? Holy shit. It's exciting just to think about it. All right, support our partners on the way out. Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance. He's our title sponsor. If you have auto, home, renters, life, or earthquake insurance needs, get in contact with Mark. There's a link down below. He's a San Diegan. He wants to talk to you. If you're looking to get healthier, ORA.organic, 30% off your first order. Thank you, Will, for your support. Omar Sanchez, loansbyomar.com. If you have mortgage needs, get in contact with him. And Eric Lanier, higherimpactfinancial.com. He can help you with your financial goals. Until tomorrow and until 12 hours from now, Padres and Dodgers are all square. Forget about the 111 wins. Forget about the plus 300 run differential. None of it matters. Whoever wins 2 of the next 3 games wins the series and goes to the NLCS. That's what matters. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Peace.
Be safe.
Go
Get some rest.